Hi, I'm John Veely, CEO of Online Visas, and this is a video I want to do about one of the questions we receive more than many of the others. Do I qualify for an extraordinary ability O1 visa or EB1 green card? So I'm going to lay out 5 things that can help you analyze your situation, and if you are not there, what you can do to meet the standard to win an extraordinary ability, either O1 visa, which is a non-immigrant temporary visa, or the EB1 green card. So these 5 things are important, but if you really want to learn more about your case, please go to onlinevisas.com and set up for a free strategy session, and we'll break down your evidence and see if you're there. And if you're not, give you some hints on what you can do to go out and obtain more achievements that would create more evidence so that you can get that standard. We're also going to do a series of webinars for different industries, whether you're an artist, an entertainer, maybe you're a business person or an entrepreneur that wants to get into this. Maybe you're in the tech field and you're about to build something really neat, or you have, and you want to make that jump from working at another company into your own. These are all sorts of things that we have a lot of experience on, and be glad to share that with you. So either check out these webinars at onlinevisas.com or schedule a strategy session and we'll go over your thing. All right, so number one, what do you do that makes you one of the best in your field? Now, this can be at a national level or an international level. It's in the field, right? So a lot of people tell me that they are something, that they held a position or they have a degree. Now these are important things, obviously, but it's not that you do something, it's what you do. How did you, how did you become really good at something? What you want to do is think about what's your niche. Why are you the best in whatever you do? That's the first thing to talk about. Number 2, have you been recognized for your skill in the field, right? So it happens more often than you'd think that somebody might be really, really good at something, but they're sort of buried in their company. They're not a leader. They may not lead their division, but they're the person that has that, and they have very little recognition for that. The criteria for both the O1 and the EB1 are a series of different things that people are typically recognized for if they're good at something, right? So those are the things. Now, if you want to go through those options, again, go to onlinevisas.com and set up a strategy session, or listen to our more in-depth webinars where we'll break down, each of those criteria and what works, what doesn't work, and you can check that out. And we'll do it on these basis of different industries. Number 3, what are my options for employment under the O1 visa? Right, so the EB1 visa is a green card. You can do anything you want once you get that green card, but you should do what you say you're going to do at least for 6 months, right? I mean, you shouldn't just never do that, or maybe they'll determine that's fraud. But with the O1, you can work for one company. That's the typical non-immigrant visa, but you can also have multiple employers. You can have multiple streams of revenue within your industry. You can even have a foreign entity employ you under an agent-based petition. And we've held thousands of visas for our clients over our 26 years we've been doing this. And if you want to explore what an agent-based petition would be like, and if we could help you with that, again, go to onlinevisas.com, set up a strategy session. We'll talk about your situation. All right, number 4, I can get letters from important people. Is this enough? No. We inherit a lot of cases after the request for evidence or denial stage. And one of the things we see a lot is that people think that letters are evidence. And even really good letters are not evidence by themselves. There are a number of different types of letters, right? You got to know that too. So you don't want to use a fact witness like a boss to be your expert. Your expert should be independent. They can know you, but they can't be tied to you. They can't be your boss. They can't work for you and be an expert. They should not be the person that you're going to work for as an expert. So knowing that's important, what goes in those letters are really critical. You'd be surprised how many times we learn somebody's just say, oh, go get some letters. Look, experts don't know, they may know their industry, but they don't know immigration, and they don't know why they are saying what they're saying. And many times they can say things that are minimizing, right? An up-and-comer, one of the best young, new people in this space, right? All those things are gotcha language that immigration will say, well, you know, you haven't risen to the top of your profession if you're just getting into it. So knowing what those are important and how to write them. Again, we can help you analyze that, so contact us. Number 5, what are some examples of evidence that's insufficient? Immigration officials will play gotcha with you if they think that you're trying to exaggerate or convince them of something in a criteria that doesn't meet it. I'm not saying that they'll just deny your case if you try to say this meets that, but we've seen instances, although they're rare, where an official said the fact that you're stating this really sort of means that we take everything you're saying into question. And sometimes they don't say it, they just think it, right? So here's a couple things that you never want to put in to an O1 visa as certain things. Local press, doesn't work. National organizations that have only a fee-based entry. Student awards or regional awards. Now, that's just a few of the examples of things that people try to put into these applications to indicate that they've risen to the top of their profession. And those are kind of like immigration 101, no-nos. So don't do that. Now, there's a lot more of those things, and there's a lot of examples and strategies that we use. And again, this is a short little video for you to kind of tell you how we go about things. But it's all about briefing. It's all about having 3 tiers of evidence. It's having experts evaluating your first tier of evidence and getting it there. So if this has been helpful, thank you. If you're checking us out on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. And if you like it, like and share. And if you want more information on this, or our current events that we do on Voice of Immigration, please turn on your notifications. And again, if you have a case yourself you want us to go over with you and take a look at it or represent you, go to onlinevisas.com and set up a strategy session. We're glad to help. I'm John Veely. I'm the CEO of Online Visas, and we deliver dreams.